Japan's debt cannot be repaid. Is Tokyo playing a dangerous game against time? For years, Japan has held the world record for debt to GDP. In 2025, it's expected to reach 232%. The red line, the point where debt turns into an uncontrollable avalanche, is usually placed around 130%. So why hasn't Tokyo ended up like Greece? The difference is fundamental. More than 46% of Japan's debt is held by its own central bank. Another 41% sits with domestic banks and pension funds. Foreign investors own only about 12%. On top of that, Japan's foreign exchange reserves, roughly $1.3 trillion, may essentially cover the foreign-held portion of its debt. In other words, Japan mostly owes money to itself. And that's why the world still lends to it. For years, the strategy was simple: cheap money. Near-zero interest rates were supposed to ensure that economic growth would outpace the cost of debt, allowing it to gradually melt away. But after the pandemic, inflation arrived. The central bank ended the era of negative rates and by 2024 raised its benchmark rate to 0.75%. Even that is a shock for a country carrying such extreme debt. Every additional percentage point would burden the budget by roughly 22 billion euros over the next 3 years. That would mean spending cuts and higher taxes. Yet Prime Minister Takaichi refuses to slow down. She is even promising to cut taxes on food and is pushing for a bolder policy approach. Perhaps she understands that, given Japan's demographics and the power of compound interest, this debt cannot realistically be repaid in its current form. So instead of retreating, she is going all in. If she manages to reignite growth, Japan may weather the storm. If not, the consequences won't be felt in Tokyo alone. The collapse of an economy this large would shake the entire world.